Graduates and guests joining us today to recognize and honor our graduating class of 2025 from the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics are distinguished guests and leaders from our college and university, led by Grand Marshal Dr. Bruno Pernet, Professor of Biological Sciences. Eric Palma, 2025 President of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics Student Council and Commencement Student Speaker. Jesse Dillon, Chair of the Department of Biological Sciences. Lisa Martin, Faculty Equity Advisor. Babette Benken, Director of Natural Sciences and Mathematics Graduate Studies. Ashley Carter, Chair of the College Faculty Council. James Kiesel, Chair of the Department of Science Education. Prashanth Jaykumar, Chair of the Department of Physics and Astronomy. Will Murray, Chair of the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. Nate Onderdonk, Associate Chair of the Department of Earth Science. Lee Juan Lee, Chair of the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry. Lily House Peters, Program Director for Environmental Science and Policy. Christine Whitcraft, the Paul and Catherine Johansson Endowed Chair for Environmental and Life Sciences. Christoph Slowinski, Associate Dean for Academic Programs, Evaluation, and Advising. Jeet Joshi, Associate Vice President of International Education and Global Engagement. Patricia Perez, Associate Vice President, Faculty Affairs. Kelly Young, Interim Associate Dean for Research. Sharik Ahmed, Associate Vice President in Academic Technology Services. Carrie Johnson, Associate Vice President, Undergraduate Studies. Dina Perrone, Interim Dean of Graduate Studies. Curtis Bennett, the Richard D. Green Dean of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Dina Perrone, Interim Dean of Graduate Studies. Pei Fong Hung, Vice Provost. Jeff Cook, Associate Vice President, Strategic Communications. Chris Fowler, Chief of Staff, Office of the President. Andrew Jones, Executive Vice Chancellor and CSU General Counsel. Min Yao, Vice President, Information Technology. Daniel Montoya, Vice President, University Relations and Development. Scott Appel, Vice President, Administration and Finance. Beth Lesson, Vice President, Student Affairs. Karen Sissom-Gunn, Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs. And President Jane Close Connolly. After a campus-wide contest in 2018, the university adopted a new alma mater with lyrics by Christian Valdez and music by Kyle Gabriel, composed when both were students in the Bob Cole Conservatory of Music. Performing the alma mater this morning is Sarah Roop, accompanied by the Bob Cole Conservatory Brass Ensemble, led by Rob Freer.
Home to scholars, artists, dreamers, all are welcome here. Maker of tomorrow's leaders now and through the years. Love for all that came before us, in our hearts we hold. Always honor truth and all our lives we shall remember beautiful Long Beach. Rise and innovate forever, ever higher reach. All our lives we shall remember beautiful Long Beach. All our lives we shall remember beautiful Long Beach.
Welcome. We're proud to celebrate you, class of 2025, and the achievements that have brought us together today. I am pleased to introduce to you Curtis Bennett, the Richard D. Green Dean of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics.
Good morning. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, I welcome you, the class of 2025, to the 75th commencement exercises of California State University, Long Beach. I also welcome and thank Susan Pacheco and Stephanie Eisman from the CSULB Bob Murphy Access Center for their sign language interpretation of today's ceremony. A big thank you also to our Bob Cole Conservatory Brass Ensemble under the direction of Rob Freer, the director of Winds and Brass, and a thank you as well to Alyssa Curiel for inspiring us with her performance of her alma mater. Thank you all. An important note about our location. Our campus, CSULB, is located on the sacred site of Pavunga. We acknowledge that we are not on the land, that we are on the land of the Tongva Gabrieleño and the Ahachiman Huanyañeño nations who have lived and continue to live here. We recognize the Tongva Ahachiman nations and their spiritual connection as the first stewards and the traditional caretakers of this land. We thank them for their strength, perseverance, and resistance. We also recognize and acknowledge the labor upon which our country, state, and institution are built. We remember that our country was built on the labor of enslaved people who were kidnapped and brought to the U.S. from the African continent, and recognize the continued contribution of their survivors. We also acknowledge all immigrant and indigenous labor, including voluntary, involuntary, trafficked, forced, and undocumented peoples who contributed to the building of the country and continue to serve within our labor force. We recognize that our country is continuously defined, supported, and built upon the oppressed communities and people. We acknowledge labor inequities and the shared responsibility for combating oppressiveness systems in our daily work. Students, honored guests, faculty, and staff, it is my very great pleasure to be sharing this moment with you today. Every commencement, I like to take a second to remind our graduates, their family, friends, and anyone here today supporting them that a degree in the science and mathematics is a lot of hard work and a significant accomplishment. You did the work, and now you can enjoy the success. Congratulations on your dedication, tenacity, and enthusiasm. I also want to give my personal thanks to your support system, your fellow students, your chosen family members here with you, donors who contributed to your education, your friends, and the faculty of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, your community, your teammates, and most importantly, your advocates. Students, I ask you to take a moment to think of someone who has helped you get where you are today and give them your applause. You've all done more than you can imagine to support getting these graduates here today, and you should take pride in the part you've played in the journey. This year, we are celebrating 75 years of CSULB. 75 years of innovation, activism, energy, courageousness, inspiration, passion, empathy, enthusiasm, and potential. 75 years of Olympians, leaders, and game changers in every industry. CSULB graduates are using their education to change the world, and you will too. You will take whatever you've learned here and pay it forward, developing drugs to cure devastating diseases, rehabilitating our environment and combating climate change, learning new ways to understand the universe around us, and personally educating, mentoring, and supporting the next great generation of scientists and mathematicians. Take a second and really think about how far you've come. It was not an easy journey. You had setbacks and frustrations, encountered roadblocks and insecurity, yet you still showed up for yourself and each other every single day. But, as I'm sure you all know, you had to do a whole lot more than just show up. You had to ask questions, think critically, analyze, survey, compute, synthesize, dissect, annotate, solve, identify, compare, revise, and adapt. It's a long list, and you did it all, even when it was hard, even when you thought you couldn't do it. "75 years ago, you probably wouldn't have recognized that converted apartment building as our school. But over the course of 75 years, the school grew and evolved and became the university it is today. In many ways, the evolution of CSULB mirrors your journey to this degree. During those 75 years, the university weathered great changes in the state, the country, and the world, as have you. The university has moved from being a small school to a renowned institution with a national reputation for making a difference in society. You too evolved throughout your educational journey, from a nervous freshman to the student you are now, ready to make a difference in society. Those disjointed apartment buildings have grown into a community of scholars and support. Similarly, you now join our alumni and can both count on and contribute to that caring for each other. The university has grown immensely, and so have you. And it didn't even take you 75 years. I hope you look back on your time at CSULB, you remember those moments of perseverance, your accomplishments, and the people who truly made a difference. Everyone with you here today saw your potential, and whether you saw it or not, that propelled you to where you are today. I hope that you remember the community you have built here and impact you have most certainly made. Remember that though you all came into CSULB separately from different walks of life, you will leave this stadium together as a community of graduates and official Cal State Long Beach alumni. One person who I can assure you never doubted your potential is our 2025 Grand Marshal, Dr. Bruno Pernet. Dr. Pernet has dedicated his career to simply doing as much as humanly possible for our students, for his research, and in his role in advising. Those of you who have had the pleasure of working with him certainly know that. Since joining the department in 2004, Dr. Pernet has thrown himself into the role of an engaged educator and supportive mentor, not just immersing himself in his own research, but always making room for students as well. One of the best things about Dr. Pernet is his genuine and unrelenting curiosity, which led, somewhat famously, to him classifying almost 10,000 shells in the iconic Watts Tower sculpture. In an LA Times article written about his endeavor, he stated, "Identifying all the shells in a giant work of art is interesting, but it's not going to get you tenure." It's a statement that perfectly encapsulates what Dr. Pernet brings to the scientific world. He didn't tackle that massive project for any recognition. He was simply curious and channeled that innate curiosity to make a real impact on our understanding of evolution of the animal kingdom living in our oceans. He imbues that sense of wonder and inquisitiveness into his curriculum, inspiring his students to approach old concepts with a fresh and creative perspective. In this, he encapsulates what we wish for all of you and know you've accomplished. Channel your curiosity, learn skills, and solve problems creatively. Prepared to answer any question, hear out any idea, and always put learning and others in the forefront. There are few people that care more and seek less recognition for it than Dr. Pernet. Dr. Pernet, I am absolutely thrilled to be able to give you at least some well-deserved recognition today. Next, we would like to recognize our graduates who have been recognized by their department, the college, and the university with awards that carry with them not just acknowledgement of excellence, but excellence together with the versatility to adapt to whatever life brings us. Both Graduate Studies Director Babette Benkin and Associate Dean Kelly Young are joining me to call out the names of your peers for their awards. We acknowledge that excellence in the sciences and mathematics is in all the accomplishment of your degrees, but today we read the names of your fellow class of 2025 peers recognized for distinguished achievements. If you are here in the stadium today, please stand when you hear your name.
Welcome. I see my math ed peeps over there.
The graduate dean's list of university scholars and artists recognize those students who are in the top 1% of the graduate students earning master's degrees.
Spencer Horton Cooper, Master of Science, Geology. Yiming Wang, Master of Science, Applied Statistics. And David Bomer, Master of Science, Biology. Congratulations.
The Richard D. Green Dean's Graduate Scholar Award.
Tyler Hadsel, Master of Science in Physics. Natalie Tran, Master of Science in Chemistry. And Janet and Kayan, Master of Science in Science Education. Congratulations.
In the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, completing a master's thesis is a major accomplishment for many of our graduate students. The college recognizes the following outstanding thesis awards.
Alexandra Bland, Master of Science, Biology. Tristan Kanoa Youngert, Master of Science, Chemistry. Again, our Spencer Horton Cooper, Master of Science, Geology. Claudia Camacho Garcia, Master of Science, Math Education. Armando Reynoso, Master of Science in Physics, and Kathleen Westervelt, Master of Science in Science Education. Congratulations.
Our students put in years of intense and difficult work to earn their degrees. Each degree is a significant accomplishment. Each department recognizes an outstanding baccalaureate graduate with the Richard D. Green Dean's Award. These outstanding baccalaureates are:
From Biological Sciences, Kayla Cheney. From Chemistry and Biochemistry, Maya Rogalski. From Earth Science, Samantha Horn Rivera. From Environmental Science and Policy, Moises de la Torre. From Mathematics and Statistics, Keanu Kinopimpa. From Physics and Astronomy, Movindu Desanayaka Moriang Silage.
in science education, outstanding student teachers are recognized with the Richard D. Green Dean Award in Student Teaching.
Donovan Shreve, Single Subject Credential, Biology.
In addition to the college honors, each department recognizes both graduate and undergraduate students within their departments with honors. For the class of 2025, announcing the graduate and undergraduate departmental honors for biological sciences.
Department Graduate Student Honors go to Sergio Flores, Jessica Burton, Michelle Smith, Emily Ann Blackwell. The following undergraduate students, now baccalaureate candidates, are recognized with departmental honors: Delilah Castillo, Samantha Castillo-Levi, Eileen Curiel Silva, Anjali Johnson, Julian Martin Alonso, Megan Warren, Sean Austria, Haley Bunch, Natalia Lopez, Mark Latif, Tyler Overgao, Keen Pham, Brenda Aleman, Allison Doe, Matthew Drake, Lynn Marie Tapia, Emily Pham, Jake No, Marvina Ibrahim, Kwok Thang Lam, Sydney Lee, Thuy Tuyet Tram Lee, Chase Legut, Paris Marabou, Yasmin Flores, Yusin Daniel Chu, Maya Weir, and Shem Richard Torres Ricarte.
The class of 2025 graduate and undergraduate departmental honors for chemistry and biochemistry.
Department graduate student honors go to Jessica Shin, Zachary Hill, Uin Vo. The following undergraduate students, now baccalaureate candidates, are recognized with department honors: Aiden Gomez, Gia Arcias, Vanessa Cook, Ethan Luxick, Aaron Levy.
For the class of 2025 graduate and undergraduate department honors for earth science.
The following undergraduate students, now baccalaureate candidates, are recognized with department honors: Luis Enrique Esparza, Hudson Cockcroft,
The class of 2025 graduate and undergraduate departmental honors for environmental sciences and policy.
The following undergraduate students, now baccalaureate candidates, are recognized with department honors: Christina Giudice, Madison Bartlett, Samantha Horn Rivera,
The class of 2025 graduate and undergraduate departmental honors for mathematics and statistics.
Department graduate honors go to Richard Craig, Seth Mullinson, Valeria Sanchez, Corey Suzuki. The following undergraduate students, now baccalaureate candidates, are recognized with department honors. Sophia Elena De Bello Arnold, Janelle Tolentino Caton, Marissa Nico Pham, Joshua Alejandro Lara Ponce, Christina Pono Rivera, Nathaniel Rosnick, Cole David Whitney.
The class of 2025 graduate and undergraduate departmental honors for physics and astronomy.
Department graduate student honors go to Andrew Joshua Householder, Fernanda Rosso, Adam Riley Bowen. The following undergraduate students, now baccalaureate candidates, are recognized with department honors. Brendan Winkler, Kiara Leanne Allen, Audrey Corbin.
Class of 2025 graduate departmental honors for science education.
Department graduate student honors go to Jessica Mendoza and Vanessa Andre. Congratulations all.
In addition to these awards of excellence, we acknowledge those of you who expanded your student experience by participating in leadership positions in student government and student clubs. Students who participated in study abroad, service learning, or worked on research with faculty in laboratory and in the field. All of you, please stand. Let's give them a round of applause. Students, your time here has trained you to ask questions and to find answers, skills essential to lifelong learning. You leave us well prepared to meet future challenges. We charge you to use this education to be effective citizens, scientists, and mathematicians. For you will play a more important role than ever in building a positive future for us all. I am now privileged to introduce your classmate and Student Council President of the Year 2025, Eric Palma.
Hello, graduating class of 2025, faculty, staff, family, and friends. I am honored to stand here before you and share some of the experiences I have had as your fellow student. I always like getting involved with my community through joining clubs, both as a leader and a member. But as I'm sure you know, achieving the things you want comes with its own adversity, and I never really pictured myself addressing an entire graduating class. Though I may not be more qualified than anyone here to share my experiences, today it is my privilege to speak as president of the College of Natural Science and Mathematics Student Council. Like each of you, I've spent the past few years searching for and gathering the building blocks of success in lecture halls, late-night study sessions, and group projects. As a geology student, I take a lot of field trips that involve hiking and camping. Every field trip was its own mix of anxiety, determination, worry, and fun, much like the daily rounds we all make at school. During one of my most notable field trips, I found myself traversing a steep and muddy mountainside in the pouring rain and heavy winds. I was scared, but every careful step I took informed the next. You may never find yourself in this exact situation, but it's a good representation of my college journey so far that I hope resonates with all of you as well. This experience, along with the myriad of challenges since, have become an integral lesson in pursuing the things that I want to do. I was determined to try anything and not limit myself. If a novice hiker could take on a steep mountainside, maybe I could do more. I learned to focus more on my efforts rather than my results. I realized I can make my dreams a reality, but I have to be the first one to make that first step. I applied for a scholarship I never thought I would get. I became the president of student council and served on club boards. I chose to take advantage of the opportunities these groups offered me, and that spurred my confidence even further. And although it's easy to talk about our successes, perhaps the moments that define us and learn from the most are when we fall and choose to get back up again. There's plenty of scholarships and other opportunities I didn't get, but what's important to me is that I kept trying. I wasn't alone though. Wherever your journey takes you or whatever your personal goals and ambitions may be, it's important to acknowledge the people who help you get there. I'm thankful for my friends, family, mentors who helped me whenever I needed it and still offer guidance and support. My fellow student council members I represent here today have also worked extremely hard and have provided so much camaraderie throughout this experience. Remember that you have the power to shape your own destiny and the ability to adapt to the adversity you face. Your paths will lead you to becoming the innovators, explorers, and leaders of the future. You will build and strengthen our communities, and I truly believe you can make a real difference in the world. Never give up, and always fight for what you believe in. Thank you, and congratulations, graduating class of 2025. You made it!
Thank you, Eric. And now, we're almost to the part you've all waiting for. Before reading names, we would like to invite the University Provost, Dr. Karen Sissom-Gunn, and the University President, Jane Close Connolly, to confer your degrees.
Thank you, Dean Bennett. All right, let's make it official. Good morning, Beach family and friends. I will now present the candidates for the master's degrees from the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. These candidates were hooded earlier in their department celebrations by their advisors and assisted by their department chairs. President Connolly, these candidates for the Master of Science degree have completed all requirements and have been approved by the faculty of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics to receive their degrees.
You have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and by the Dean and by your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all requirements the appropriate master's degree with all the rights and privileges thereto. Congratulations.
Now, will all the candidates for the bachelor's degree please stand and remain standing? President Connolly, these candidates for the bachelor's degree have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees and have been approved by the faculty of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics to receive their degrees.
You have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and by your Dean and your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who have fulfilled all requirements the appropriate bachelor's degree for your field of study. Baccalaureate graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your cap. This signifies the completion of your undergraduate degree. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Thank you to our provost and president. California State University Long Beach is a remarkable institution. To help illustrate that, I am pleased to share this video with families and friends in attendance today that features our president's congratulations, the unique distinctions that make the getting a degree from the beach especially notable, and a welcome to our newest alumni, you graduates here today. Our graduates already know what a special and transformative space CSULB is, and this video captures our spirit of determination, creativity, possibility, and service that permeates the beach and has inspired the dreams of our students for 75 years. We celebrate both CSULB and you today, graduates, as we share this video with your family, friends, and supporters in the audience. I ask that you please stand when asked to do so by your faculty marshals and the Angel Stadium staff and begin your walk to the field so that we will be able to celebrate each one of you on your achievement as you cross the platform and have your name read. And please remember to join us at the circle of banners in front of the stadium to continue the celebration.
Your participation in our 2025 commencement provides proof positive that each of you are talented and resilient. I know that along the way with the good times, most of you experienced some hard times at the beach, maybe some anxiety, maybe some academic or social or personal misstep, but here you are. In future times, I hope you remember these moments walking the stage as evidence that anything is possible in your life. You may not be there yet, but with hard work and a little luck, you will accomplish your dreams. I'd like to leave you with this bit of advice. Be open to the possibilities available to you in this ever-changing world and to the potentials that are within you. The world of work is quickly evolving, but with your discipline, specific knowledge, and your critical thinking and problem-solving skills, you are ready to embrace the future and, in fact, create the future you want to be your best selves. Best wishes on all your next adventures, and go beach.
Hello graduates, my name is Genesis Hara, Cal State Long Beach class of 2019 and 2022 and former ASI president. I am so proud to welcome you to an esteemed group of Beach alumni, more than 400,000 strong. Make no mistake, we may be a big family, but we are a tight-knit family. We keep in touch with our alma mater, we look out for one another, and we celebrate each other's accomplishments. And today, we celebrate you. Know that as a graduate of Cal State Long Beach, you also join a family of dreamers, change makers, leaders, and achievers. When we dream big. Jurassic Park big. Yes, iconic film director, producer, and screenwriter Steven Spielberg is one of your fellow Beach alumni. So is Wendy McLinden-Covey, whom you've seen in The Goldbergs, Reno 911, and Bridesmaids. And Caitlin Dickerson, immigration reporter for The Atlantic and winner of a Peabody Award. Beach alumni leave their mark on the world, always striving to make it better. Thomas Baker, Canada Research Chair in Quantum Computing, is developing concepts and finding solutions for quantum computation, while Lenora Norosky creates programs to educate future generations of immunologists as she researches and treats chronic illnesses and immunodeficiencies. We serve our communities with plenty of beach pride. Among our alumni in public office are Robert Garcia, U.S. Congressman for the 42nd District in the U.S. House of Representatives, and Lena Gonzalez, California State Senator, 33rd District in the California State Senate. And let's not forget about our former beach student athletes who still make us proud. Among them, Misty May Traynor, beach volleyball 3-time Olympic gold medalist, Terrell Davis, Hall of Famer and former running back for the Denver Broncos, and professional baseball player Evan Longoria. So Beach graduates, you are now part of this illustrious family. Remember that no matter where you go or what you do, you're a Beach alumni for life. Stay connected, go out there, and take on the world. Go Beach!
Graduates, after your stage crossing, please return to your seats for a final message from your dean. And now, honored guests, friends, and families, we proudly present the master's graduates of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics.
Faith Elizabeth Burkett.
Vincent Matthew Ruiz.
Spencer Horton Cooper. Janelle Anchayan.
Jessica Mendoza.
Tamara Michelle Flores. Hugo Rene Chica.
Garrett Edward Gautreau.
Michelle Chuck.
Yufei Xie.
Aaron Benjamin Kantrowitz.
Richard Jeffrey Diaz de Leon.
Corey Shigeto Suzuki.
Gabriel Fanucchi.
Brian Luo.
Yiming Wang.
Seth Robert Malunson.
Nopakan Sirikul.
Zoe Ann Arias.
Kent William Chavez.
Ernest A. Jackson. Ariel Mary Gilligan.
Daniel Cohen Kobos.
Richard Philip Gibbs.
Camille Riley Beard. Sophiliana Regini Chome.
Giovanni Orlando Rosales.
Kedar Terrence Yadav. Brian Wilcox.
Isabel Lopez.
Justin Nguyen.
Vincent Tai Lam.
Cameron James Fleischer.
Zachary Joey Hill.
Richard Carlos Camacho.
Nicholas David Probert. Samantha Rose Perez.
Yoon Luin Han.
Aditi Ketankumar Acharya.
Divyanshi Jindal.
Melvin Kem.
Christine Martinez.
Catherine Celine Q.
Michael Yee.
Isabella Rose Domingo. Karen Cabral.
Emily Danelle Torres.
Sarah Hua. Allison Yenna Kim.
Talia Cheyenne Dottie. Priscilla Chance Curtis. Claudia Camacho Garcia.
Valeria Sanchez Sanchez.
Denise Rios.
Adrian Lopez Lopez.
Sergio Flores.
Now, please welcome the graduates from the Department of Biological Sciences.
Gina Sherdell. Sogand Shabani.
Armin Nagshine. Jaden Hizan Ramirez.
Jadalee Jewel Docula Barker.
Aaron Singh Multani.
Margaret Elgendi.
Nicole Jessica Sandoval.
Jonathan Alexander Magana.
Simon Doe.
Talia Cheyenne Doty.
Naya Aviv.
Fletcher David Garrett.
Anna Maribel Pedro Andres.
Jasmine Brianna Flores. Cameron E. Arnott. Caroline Itzel Adame Espinoza. Emily Margaret Delurio.
Ashley Martinez.
Amisha Christina Singh.
Jimena Munoz.
Yadira Elena Carrillo.
Lance Dante Rich.
Leela Adele Salary.
Daniel Huen Liu.
Alexandra Hai Nguyen.
Elizabeth Dina Bender.
Talar Natalie Cadesian.
Haley Ann Bunch.
Ayla Jays Kraft. Kenai Cooper Jennings.
Tiernan Valentina McNally.
Devin Duke Vu.
Logan Ortiz Max.
Melanie Elizabeth Almanza.
Matthew Hiron.
Vivian Lei Nguyen. Vanessa Lei Nguyen. Sierra Reese Rosenzweig.
Luis Angel Quen. Matthew Tien Dang.
Lovely Melanie Lim.
Emily Michelle Palamaki.
Brianna Marie Viveros.
Sabrina Imen LaRue.
Esmeralda Rodriguez.
Juliana Rose Thornton.
Haley Renee Richards.
Savannah Inez Shaw.
Elise Gabrielle Gunter.
Luis Reyes.
Caitlin Esperanza Cole.
Brooke Kennedy Morales. Kayla Jimena Pardo Fitz.
Ariana Isabella Wesso. Hunter Matthew Lake. Mark Sharif Fuad Latif.
Hannah Emily Aria Santos.
Negin Fava Kehi.
Bryant Vu.
Alvin Fong Nguyen.
Benjamin Tin Lam.
Giselle Perez. Catherine E. Norton.
Reese Shea Ancheta. Gabriela Castellano.
Tricia Pagliniwan Palacio.
Yasmin Ibrahim.
Ailena Villalpando.
Patrick Jack Buckley. Jackson Bautista.
Thomas Wu.
Caroline Ramos Aguilar.
Alan Nguyen. Tao V. Hong Nguyen.
Alana Ha. Amy Ho.
Emilia Marie Ongtel.
Chelsea Sky Rihanna Alcanzarin Ramirez.
Raymond Elijah Bonney.
Kyla Arciel Morante Ramos. Roberto Alejandro Ponce.
Aryiris Benitez.
Carlos Antonio Diaz.
Megan Renee Warren.
Ruth Viveros Martir.
Abilene Cantley. Caitlin Beck.
Natalia Rosa Lopez. Keolani Dominique Herrera. Aaron Dewey Lowe.
Nelson Min Vu. Brian Israel Valladares.
Omar Corcoles. Richard Marcells Curry.
Angelo Dionisio Spinoza.
Cesar Eduardo Armenta.
Hui Pham.
Esteban Salvador Carpio.
Frank Nicolas Juan. Kaylee Ann Prince.
Julian Alonzo Jr.
Kyle Samuel Sorensen.
Mitchell Gary Rising.
Denise Gonzalez Gutierrez.
Lenny Navarrete.
Fernando Martin Sornoso.
Chloe Nicole Anaya. Nicholas Andrew Ding. Catherine Fish.
Davina Thomas.
Jacqueline Elizabeth Gonzalez.
Dalila Olivia Castillo.
Oscar Loza Jr.
Julie Anna Mena.
Kathleen Emily Larios.
Brooke Kendall Anderson. Caitlin Gabrielle Fatio.
Sophia Nina. Fatima Zara Mutalib. Leslie Gabriela Ordonez.
Sofia Vasquez.
Natalie Elizoraras.
Elizabeth Medina Muniz. Erin Maternal.
Connor Michael Jenkins. Megumi Kawano.
Sabrina Toscano.
Alicia Liu.
Jeremy James Tejeda.
Lourdes Huerta Reyes.
Paula Ajero. Cameron Daniel Brown.
Cameron Nava.
Lauren Emily Schrader.
Ethan Davis Mawad.
Jacob Matthew Driggers. Jose Alfredo Brito. Antonio Aguilera Magana.
David Luong.
Angel Gerardo Echeverria.
Sean Anlock Tran. Brian Asher Panis Villate.
Allison Rachel Gomez.
Sanaz Mosaleh.
Pasha Hassan Gudarze Zadeh.
Alexandria Valladares.
Felicia Valusic Lovio.
Eileen Desiree Ortiz. Amy Luisa Marquez.
Jacqueline Ann Schlichtmann. Emily Page Troxel.
Princess Stephanie de los Reyes.
Casey Garcia Serrano.
Kennedy Signet Turner.
Shannon Michelle Folsom.
Crystal Brianna Ramirez.
Ivan Delgado.
Evelyn Vasquez.
Alfredo Godoy Aguilar.
Hakbin Ta.
Atika B. Paris.
Shifa Haq.
Ahira Celia Diaz.
Pauline Vo Pham.
Madeline Fong Lee. Corin Granado. Edward Adam Galarza.
Vincente de Casa Abatay. J. King Cheai.
Timothy J. Liu. Hai Yoi Dolkar Nushang Gurung. Alyssa Leah Hawkins.
Sofia Celeste Alcala.
Larry Michael Salinas.
Ben Kun Kaing. Vicente Gonzalez.
Alyssa Rose Serrano.
Trinity Sumiko Little.
Amaya Sophie Rodriguez.
Sage Kuza.
Karen Twee Nguyen.
Tui Tuet Trom Lee. Chase Harrison Leggett.
Aaron Anthony Martinez. Christopher Dat Pham.
Pak Man Ryan Chung.
Phoebe Nu Nguyen. Emily Pham.
Rizel Marie Diokino.
Priscilla Jimenez.
Jessica Grace Feigs E.
Crystal Ngok Ding.
Kate Elizabeth Mira.
Manuel Cruz Jr. Karina Timbol de la Paz.
Anthonia Marie Wright.
Brandon Dixon.
Cassandra Navarro.
Alexis Dominique Sanchez.
Zachary Drummond.
Melanie Navarro.
Wotachi Sin Chu.
Sarah June Pilling.
Victoria Elizabeth Hanson.
Ariana Navarro.
Sophia Caroline Zacio.
Artemio del Toro III.
Marvina Ibrahim.
Celeste Brennan O'Brien.
Anjali Zainab Johnson.
Victoria Ashley Rojas.
Sofia Claire de la Lozal.
Brandy Sanchez.
Genevieve Guadalupe Amador.
Jenny Knock Lock. Amanda Noel Herleman.
Mosa Diab. Jocelyn Estrada.
Sarah May Stamos.
Lina Renae Scamilla.
Grace Lee. Valeria Ruby Garcia.
Daisy Pamela Vasquez.
Helen Q. Fee Ho.
Azucena Palula.
Matthew Kakish.
Jacqueline Cabrera.
Niela Shanice Miller.
Andrea Arias Gonzalez. Jory Gao Lin Furukawa. Caitlin Page Minor Cruz. Melissa de la Fuente. Shaikh F. Drishti.
Daniel Gudino Palacios.
Paris Marabad.
Cassidy J. Vu.
Yasleen Kareem Oriana Luna. Riley Page Ortiz.
Marley Kaya Yeagle.
Andrea Castillo Sevilla.
Kayla Nguyen Huang. Kelly Grace King.
Tina Aito Win.
Robert E. Garcia. Paul Jonathan Gray.
Lizette Destiny Parajan Vasquez.
Osbert Chiang. Leila Maria Mariano Albaida.
Wyatt Edward Pierce.
Joy Abigail Gavilanes.
Sarah Usmani.
Catherine Kim.
Fadi Nasrallah. Thomas McHale. Alan Vu Nguyen.
Hannah Ihab Abuser. Angie Din. Brianna Du. Starlene Chow.
Adrian Navarro Martin. Chelsea V. Nguyen.
Matthew Wilson Drake.
Annie Wen Lei.
Sean Andrew Miller.
Shayla Quinhan Tran.
Julia M. Jaquez.
Eliza Marie Madrigal.
Martin Alfaro. Brian Dang.
Kimberly Ciordia.
Manuel Ignacio Reyes.
Shalini Divyanjana Huage.
Jessica Christina Mathis.
Vanessa Virginia Lopez.
Samantha Monique Pasillas.
Josue Fructuoso.
Shem Richard Torres Ricarte. Bryant Martinez.
Anthony Yanez.
Leslie Romero.
Karina M. Steele.
Taylor Catherine Rose. Jake Tao No.
Sydney Kim Lee.
Aliana Isabel Dorado. Bridget Du.
Maya Weir.
Henry Swan Nguyen.
Addison Leon Guerrero Canto. Kayla Bernadette Cheney. Brenda Esperanza Aleman.
Maria Joana Baliata Migliavaca Corsino de Araujo. Amanda Plung.
Cassidy Joyce Craig.
Erica S. Gilmore.
Sean Ryan Austria.
Kien Din Pham.
Kristen Nicole Fonseca.
Amber McNichol. Barakat O Oladipo.
Hassan Karim.
Donna Ahmed Sucker.
Katie Beatrix Kolachai. Po Yuan Shea.
Joshua Murcia.
Emily Mitsaila Hernandez. Hannah Michelle Galan.
Autumn Kaylee Nocon.
Shamini Stillwell.
Simi S. Baskovich. Allison Doe. Sara Valentina Santoyo Cervantes.
Rosalind Claire Wall.
Daniel Khan.
Alicia Sarai Medina.
Aiden Arthur Alarcon. Nicole Marie Flores.
Ethan Peng Lai.
Kittipod Terdtrakulrat.
Melanie Jimenez.
Ana Dalia Valdovinos.
Sierra Sky Cardenas.
Lydia Elena Lifquist.
Anais Nunez Perez. Erica Rojas.
Tasneem Al-Halabieh.
Denise Andrea Martinez.
Noi Vazana.
Naomi Justine Martin. Leslie Michelle Ortiz. Diego Alexander Portillo Ortiz.
Flor Jasmine Segoviano.
Eric Fermin.
Arturo Robles.
Now, the graduates from the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry.
Brian Thomas Neville.
Nat Min Liu.
Ryan Tran. Jonathan Michael Serrato.
Andrea Janine F. Pahati. Kai X. Van.
Spencer Evan Chow.
Ian Christopher De Vera Gumpal.
Abdullah Al-Rabaye.
Victoria Truong.
Vanessa Van Cook.
Maya Heroy Rogalski.
Aaron Emmanuel Levy.
Nokfam.
Yojin Yun.
Zohre Iranmanesh. Jason Haddadin. Daniel I. Lopez. Nan Ba Huyn.
Justin Lee Perez.
Aidan Michael Gomez. Aaron Lee.
Karen Bakhtad Ferrer.
Destiny Amy Holmes.
Alejandro Duran.
Jason Pinlack.
Kylie Ann Chu.
Tiffany V. Lee.
Christina Hong Do.
James Louis Lopez Tan.
Nicholas Vincent Bai.
Marlon Jasiel Unda.
Javier Alexander Rios Galindo.
Anthony Hernandez.
Isaiah Aaron Marmee.
Cindy Nok Huyn.
Lin Saeed.
Chrysalyn Kim Abu Manahan.
Amina Aslam Bute.
Tessica Huynh Fan.
Ryan Ban.
Carolyn Nguyen. Melody Daniela Pablo Laureano.
Ernesto Leonardo.
Adam Tai Quach. Michael Javier Navarro.
Austin Douglas Ladd.
Audrey Jean Stuk. Marina Janelle Salazar.
Brandon Allen Lee.
Lindsay Odell.
Priscilla Athena Ceja.
Carissa Marie Sweet.
Claire Cuff. Jasmine Gabriela Cardenas Miranda.
Verena Chanveta Key.
Daniela Montserrat Torres.
Shrey Ro Patel. Rachel Kiani.
Khalid Dufesh.
Alani Harrell. Yesenia Herarte.
Kimberly Eileen Arazo.
Amarani Amile Quintana. An Ha Tien Nguyen. Nok Kim Fong Nguyen.
Carlos Izay Villalobos Nava.
Now, the graduates from the Department of Earth Science.
Carlos Lisandro Aldana.
Diego Foneca Garcia.
Luis Enrique Esparza. Daniel Joseph Dennis.
Samantha Marie Horn Rivera.
Brooke Shorey.
Rafael N. Tuan Jr. Ha.
Min Kong Nguyen.
Hudson J. Cockcroft.
Aiden Murphy.
Gabriel Alfredo Bonilla Tercios.
Now, the graduates from Environmental Science and Policy.
Naya Shah.
Moises de la Torre.
Savannah Joe Smith. Natalia Trejo.
Caitlin Ariana Aguirre. Meredith Cooper.
Danielle Alexis LaGrave.
Rebecca Ann Ray.
Paul Michael Spencer.
Christina Adele Giudici.
Haley Angelica Wick.
Henry Ochoa.
Now, the graduates from the Department of Mathematics and Statistics.
Handi P. Wong.
Lan Viet Huang.
Chi Li Uyen Nguyen. T. An Nguyen.
Nan Tan Vu. Heidi C. Saldana.
Chadwick Charles Martin.
Jacob Edward DeLuna.
Justin Ryota Ha.
Lu N. Chen.
Keanu Kiopempa. Connor B. Kittredge.
Alan Kwang Tran.
Francisco Chernaz Garcia.
Trisha Min To Ha.
Marissa Nico Pham.
Peter Ling Bui.
Joshua Alejandro Laura Ponce.
Natalia Zabala. Taina Truck Tuyen Si.
Emily Le. Natalie Nok Tom Le.
Alexander Josue Carlos.
Karina Anton Nguyen.
Kayla Ray Brickner.
Jacqueline Spencer Hutchins.
Monica Ulloa.
Danielle Dene Mendoza Ray. Natalie Elizabeth Moreno.
Janelle Tolentino Caton.
Ruben Ivan Mejia.
Po Hong Joseph Teng.
Yesenia Roman.
Ni T. Lee.
Jordan Alexis McFarland.
Stephen Alexander Kaplanis.
Joshua I. Ruiz. Chloe Michelle Romney.
Emily Jordan Lovato.
Diane Trang Nguyen.
Taylor Lynn Cornelius. Jorge Cuicani Avila.
Lexi Marie Kondo.
Christina Ponomareva.
Kyle Lamento.
Adam Michael Barrett.
Lillian McGoldrick.
Marcel Anthony Williams.
Nathaniel Rosnick.
Cole David Whitney.
America Sherlene Rangel. Liliane Madai Romero.
Mia Isabel Carabay. Michelle Cabrera.
Victoria Adieri Guriel. Lisbeth Garcia. Carla Lopez.
Daisy Stephanie Castaneda.
Carmen Daisy Hernandez.
Mauro Calleros.
Cole Thomas Teeter.
Brian David Flores.
Adan Figueroa Valenzuela.
Robin H. Nakashita.
Daniela Flores Gamino. Alexis Barragan.
Ellery Jones.
Sofia Elena Del Bello Arnold.
Kai Nicholas Sickler. Rithi Techavoan Yin. Maria del Carmen Sanchez Beltran.
Urja Patel.
Christina Elizabeth Gomez.
Danny Rodriguez.
Alexander M. Barrios.
Alyssa Hernandez.
Now, the graduates from the Department of Physics and Astronomy.
Kiara Leanne Allen.
Stephen Duk Lee. Nathan Hoy Kim.
Jose Maria Pineda.
Movindu Kaushan Disnayake Mudian Salage.
Ahmad Saeed Zagari.
Jacob Lawrence Rogers. Rene Joanji Moreno.
Evan Manuel Antonides. Audrey Corbin. Gianna Marie Castaneda.
John Michael Gutierrez Tama.
Yevgenia Vadimivna Boyko.
Katerina A. Ramirez.
Benjamin Taylor Estabrooks.
Nestor Daniel Plasencia.
Ivan Dmitrievich Krat.
Cassandra Zamora.
Victoria Jane Drummond.
Analicia Natalia Sosa.
Miles Anthony Hines. Francisco Javier Gonzalez.
Ulysses Zepeda. Arlene Uriarte.
Thank you. And a reminder that your faculty and staff will be meeting you outside at the Circle of Banners. And with that, this concludes our ceremony.
Graduates and guests, thank you for joining us and congratulations to the class of 2025. We ask that you please make your way out of the stadium at this time.